if you haven't already done so, I suggest that you watch part 1, 2, and 3 so you're up to date with what we're doing. Well, here we are, part 4 of our adventure to Fraser. We've been working on the Fantail Trail for the last 4 weekends, and this weekend we're making hopefully a final push. We're going to spend 2 nights on Fantail Lake, where we've set up a base camp last week, and we're going to work from there. Because from Fantail Lake onward, it gets to be too much for a day trip. We went last weekend to set up a base at Fantail Lake. We spent the second day of that weekend working on the continuation of the trail from Fantail towards Fraser and see how far we would get. We had -24 that night, but often this time of the year when it's cold it means blue skies, which was the case this day. Here's the entrance to the Fantail Trail from Worm Creek. It enters into a narrow canyon that required a lot of work. The kids are eager to help with bushwackers and axes. It keeps them warm and involved. We found the last place here, and Philippe and one of our friends just went to check and see what else they could find up ahead in the canyon. And turns out that they came to some wide open spaces and found some skidoo tracks. That means that those are snowmobiles that came over from White Pass.
We went into a big white open space with skidoo tracks coming from the other side.
Awesome.
Yee-hoo!
1 week later. Last weekend we were able to make it to the top of Teepee Creek, where we found other tracks coming from what we think must be Log Cabin or Fraser. This weekend we're here for 2 nights for the final push. We take our time to arrive to camp because we know the tent is still standing, right? Surprise, surprise!
No! Shit! Oh, that sucks.
We really were not expecting this. We had tied off the tent so well. After putting the tent back together though, we feared that one string broke. Must have been a strong wind gust, but because the one string broke, the tent flew away. Thankfully, it took us about an hour to set it back up, just in
Looks
time
like a
before dark.
ghost! Tiny little rip here. It's too bad. That's one side done. We're gonna do the other now. So inside is almost done. We have the tent set up, and now we have to start up the stove, watch some movies, and go to sleep. Let's see, we're putting together a stovepipe. We might have the tent set up just on time. Look at that. Sunset. It's getting dark out. Yeah, so.
The stove is on. We're nice and cozy inside. Time to go to bed. We have a long day tomorrow. Morning.
Morning.
It's snowing.
Yeah, it's snowing a little bit. Oh wow, it's nothing's bad with snow when you do snow sports.
That's right.
Wow, there we go. I'm getting ready for the big push. Tony and Phil will join us a little bit later. They're on their way, most likely from Atlin, and they'll join us on the trail. Now we had a pretty good night. It was pretty warm today, probably like just -5 or so. So very easy night. big day.
Yep. The trail goes through a gulch here that we spent some time shoveling and cleaning up last week. It goes about 5 kilometers like that. The day is not without its events. This whole weekend isn't, I should say. There's first of the day, Philippe puts his machine on the side, on a bump. Me stuck in the creek. Like, yeah. Hola. Here.
That's friggin' deep.
Yeah. 1, 2.
I feel like it's gotta climb out of here pretty soon.
Yeah. There we go. Little did we know, Philippe was stuck further up the creek also.
The light, the stop light, it's hard to tell, but I think around right you can cut the trail like that.
Yeah?
Go on land now.
Like this? Straight line?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, for one speed.
Okay. Nice. Sorry.
He's getting the ride.
No clue you were there.
Blazes continue up on the steep slope here. Tony and I both get hung up in this fluffy snow. Yeah, because it goes into the bush there too. We're just getting Tony up the hill.
If we can get it up onto this flat here, we might be able to.
Yep, in the back. Okay. Right. Some parts of the trail feels like a roller coaster. Left, right, up, down. It's fun. We make our way out of Teepee Creek and out of the forest onto the open area that will bring us closer to White Pass. We are making our way down toward Fraser. The landscape is more and more open, and there are multiple lakes that help us make faster progress and easier navigation. conditions makes it hard to see the wind drifts.
That's a nasty wind drift.
Let's use some mechanical advantage, serious mechanical.
There's some pretty neat little like canyons and rock formations and all that through there, hey?
You come on that side, please.
Yep.
What
What do you need?
The shackle. The yellow, bright yellow.
No.
Got it. You put everything back.
Yep, good. Nice. Your windshield's not even broken.
Flexible windshield. Although it does smell.
There's probably people on the highway looking at us being like, oh geez, these guys didn't make it too far off the road.
That's right.
Oh, we sure didn't make it far off the road.
We have the mission here.
That's right.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Yeah. There
Grazie
you go.
mille. We're almost there.
Yeah.
There's a highway, but if we take that leg, then we're close to the border.
Just before getting to Fraser, we crossed Shallow Lake and Bernard Lake. Remember, we camped here last summer just above the train tracks? If we're going on them now, it looks quite different.
We're only halfway done for today.
Well, yeah, but still.
Yeah.
There we go, we made it to the Fraser border post. It was a pretty good ride. The weather is kind of so-so, like a very bad light for skidooing off tracks, but we made it, we're happy. So we have the old border post there, that's the Canadian side. There's a modern one here. And that was our destination, the Fantail Trail. Made it. I'm pretty happy with that.
That's right.
And you?
Yeah. Well done. Okay?
Thanks so much for following along on this adventure. If you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a like, leave us a comment with your favorite parts. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again, and see you next time.